Hello, my name is Denise at myluxuryfirst.com, and today's topic is Propofol. My infant is allergic to Propofol or has seizure-like activity when given Propofol. I've been notating everything that's been going on at the hospital, and I'm going to share with you and read to you a part of my journal. My infant was 17 weeks old when I noticed he was having a reaction to a drug called Propofol. Propofol is a short-acting medication that results in a decreased level of consciousness and lack of memory. In this situation, it was used as the starting and maintenance of general anesthesia for my son. It was used as sedation for my intubated and ventilated infant. It is also used during procedures as sedation. It's used for children, teens, and adults. My infant had started Propofol at 12 a.m. on an early Wednesday morning. At 3 p.m. that same day, a nurse had noticed a jerking-like movement that lasted for about 20 minutes, she said. This means that it took the Propofol 15 hours before it had shown this side effect in my infant. Prior to this, my child had not had any seizure-like activity or seizures before, although he does have an occasional breath-holding spell. A few hours later, the doctor had noticed the same jerking-like movements. His legs and arms were jerking continuously for about 5 minutes, they said. They also took a video of this, which they didn't show me. Note, if I'm not mistaken, he had been given 1 to 3 boluses of Propofol during the day to keep him sedated prior to the laryngoscopy that was to be performed. 2 to 3 hours later, during the laryngoscopy, which is a procedure that a doctor uses to look at the larynx, which is the voice box, and that also includes like the vocal cords as well as the structures like in the back of the throat. The doctor had administered Propofol a few times. Every time, my husband and I would notice that our infant's body would jerk up and down for about 5 to 10 seconds. Another bolus would be administered and he would jerk again for about 5 to 10 seconds. He seemed to be fully asleep. The doctor would lift his arms and let them slump down to test the sedativeness. It seemed like every time he was stimulated via the laryngoscopy camera that he would jerk and shake up and down. It was very scary to watch until I had a thought right then and there and figured, hey, my infant might be allergic to Propofol. My infant is having seizure-like activity because of this medicine. I'm documenting this to help others who may have came across the same or very similar symptom. I immediately requested that the Propofol be stopped. So far, my child has not had any other jerking episodes since the stop of the Propofol. It would appear appropriate to recommend to patients who experience apparent convulsive activity after Propofol that they not be re-exposed to this drug. Although Propofol does have anticonvulsant activity, it can Although Propofol does have anticonvulsant activity, it can produce involuntary movements in certain patients, and a certain patient in this instance was my son, a 17-week-old boy.